nootropics that you feel right away, and their corresponding onsets and experiences coming up. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Check us out on the web at livecortex.com, at livecortex.com/blog, on Facebook at facebook.com/cortexstacks. My own personal Facebook page is facebook.com/Ryan Michael Ballo. It is very new there, and lots of good stuff about life and entrepreneurship. Okay, 6 powerful products support this broadcast. Here they are. Elite level nootropic products. Okay, quickly, number 1, the Cortex stack, powerful pre-made stack, mental energy, speed of processing, motivation, productive drive. Cortex is a very strong stack. That's what we tried to do, make a stack that was strong, and folks noticed it when they took it. Powerful nootropic stack. Right now, you can get Cortex for $24 using the coupon code 8. Okay, so that lasts this week. If you think about trying Cortex, coupon code 8 gets it for you at $24. We've got 5 digital nootropic stack lists. They're downloadable, and they're giant stack lists. I mean, they give you stacks that I've put together that are so strong that just turn on brain performance instantly. Get them at livecortex.com. There they are in front of you, and we'll explain them in depth at the end of this video. The most popular product we have for new people is the Nootropic Starter Pack. So if you're new to nootropics, this is what you get. It's a bottle of Cortex, our stack, and Smarter, Better, Faster, which is our intro guide that teaches you everything about nootropics. So nootropics that you notice right away. So there are some nootropic compounds that you could take that you're not going to really notice right away. And I don't know if they take time to build up or they really just sort of take time to do what they do in your brain. Well, actually, I mean, the distinction truly is there are some nootropic compounds that just work on neurotransmission and changing the way the brain's functioning in terms of neurotransmitters right away, and those are cholinergics, racetams, etc. And their work, I mean, they're changing your neurochemistry and particularly increasing neurotransmitter quantity or putting neurotransmitters into faster usage. So you're going to notice them right away, but there are some that are a lot more subtle. They don't modify neurotransmitters all that much, but they're doing things to brain function that one notices over time, and that might be positively benefiting certain areas of people's brains over time. Lion's mane mushroom is a good example of that, right? The lion's mane mushroom over time just stimulates the expression of nerve growth factor in regions of the brain, and it really doesn't modify neurotransmitters all that much. Whereas like L-TYROSINE, for example, will modify neurotransmitters quickly because it's a building block for dopamine and epinephrine and norepinephrine. So when you administer L-TYROSINE as a nootropic compound, you are going to notice stimulatory brain performance benefits pretty instantly. Okay, so I'm going to go through 9 nootropic compounds just to talk about their onsets that you will notice and feel right away. Number 1 is phenylpiracetam. Phenylpiracetam is a strong racetam meant to be better than piracetam. It's strong. I mean, it's almost like the modafinil of racetams. That's what we call it. And we've got many stacks like with it that mimic modafinil in the racetam God Guide. That's downloadable and digital. Get that if you want a bunch of phenylpiracetam stacks. But I mean, right away, 20 minutes, at most, phenylpiracetam just turns on and you feel it and you notice it. Very strong. It's a mental energy and productive drive kind of racetam. It is, in my opinion, it is stronger than most other racetams. It's probably the strongest racetam. Number 2 is ANIRACETAM. Okay, ANIRACETAM is strong like phenylpiracetam. It is probably not as strong. It's a little different, but it is massively stimulatory. Not so much mental energy, strong charging mental energy, but very stimulatory. And the working memory benefits of ANIRACETAM are very clear very soon after you take it, right? And what it does, one of the things that it does, besides stimulating AMPA receptors, which give you a stimulatory response, is it gets the hippocampus to release extra acetylcholine. So it's like right away your brain's firing more of a neurotransmitter that keeps you with good memory and focus and this sort of thing. Number 3, OXIRACETAM. OXIRACETAM is like, I don't know, 15 minutes after you administer it, it's like, boom, focus effect comes in, honing in comes in, massive brain fluidity. I take OXIRACETAM all the time. It's because of that. It's because the fluidity is just there. Yesterday morning, I woke up, I got a crappy night's sleep, there's a dog barking outside. Yeah, I just didn't sleep well, and I couldn't feel great. Coffee was working all right. 700 milligrams OXIRACETAM, like I didn't even take a choline source, and I was just like, okay, now I'm in, I'm good. And I've done that many times over the last many years, and that's why I like it. Number 4, URIDINE monophosphate. Uridine is, in my opinion, the best nootropic in the world. It is certainly the strongest nootropic in the world. It should be cycled because it's so powerful. I mean, that's why we put it in Cortex. It's the heavy hitter in the Cortex stack. But Uridine, 10, 15 minutes, and it's just like the whole, it's everything. All the lights turn on. Mental energy, speed of processing. You want to get to work, you're motivated, you're pumped, you're happy. Changes your mood via working on dopamine. We got a lot of consulting clients. We do an Nootropics consulting service, and a lot of our consulting clients, we suggest taking Uridine, and some of them who have crappy mood, just like mood issues, take Uridine, fixes their mood issues. Number 5, which we touched on earlier, is tyrosine. Tyrosine, again, precursor to dopamine, epinephrine, and norepinephrine. And so, I mean, you are just cranking up alertness-based and motivation-based neurotransmitters by taking L-tyrosine. 10, 15 minutes. I mean, for me, it's like 10 minutes after I take L-tyrosine. It's sometimes even sooner. Like, I just noticed the lights turning on. Very powerful stuff. Number 6 would be CDP choline, cytidine 5-diphosphocholine, very powerful bioavailable choline source, modifies dopamine and acetylcholine receptors. For older folks, restores dopaminergic functioning in people with stroke, and stacks well with Uridine, stacks well with a bunch of different things, but very powerful. 10 to 15 minutes. Again, motivation, speed of processing, mental energy. You just sort of feel like your brain is turned on. You will notice CDP choline. Number 7 is one of my favorite stimulants in the world, which we talk about often enough, and that is THEACRINE. THEACRINE has its own section, by the way, in the Nootropic Stacks for the Business Professional digital guide, which has 100 powerful, strong nootropic stacks. It's got its own section with just THEACRINE stacks because it's good for productivity in this regard. It's like you will notice it when you take it. You take it, administer it, 10, 15 minutes later, a lot of mental energy, right? The brain has turned on. Now you can do work, and it's substantial. Number 8, which is one we don't talk about all that often, but I probably should get a little more attention, is theobromine. Theobromine, guys, people are missing out with theobromine for sure, especially like using it to stack with racetams, using that as the stimulant with racetam stacks. Very powerful. Theobromine is a caffeine, sort of sister. It's in the methylxanthine class, similar to caffeine. It's a stimulant. It's a nervous system stimulant. So theobromine, you will notice it. It's in yerba mate. I think it's partially in chocolate too, but it is very stimulatory. It's like caffeine, and it's super noticeable. And then number 9 is ALCAR. ALCAR is like this mental energy facilitating, partially cholinergic compound that, pretty quickly it starts to help the brain to shuttle fatty acids for the brain cells to use for fuel. So it is an energy producing nootropic compound that pretty soon after you administer, you're going to feel and notice it. 300 to 500 milligrams and you're in. People use it for a pre-workout. I use it to do blog posts sometimes, like longer blog posts. 300 or 400 milligrams of ALCAR is like a great precursor to a killer blog post. Okay, so those are 9 nootropic compounds that you feel right away and their associated effects. Those are some of my favorites. A lot of those were on my top 12 that I did. We're probably gonna do another top 15 soon, and all those should be on there because they're very powerful. And that is my take on nootropics that you feel right away. Not to say that there isn't other ones that you feel right away, because there are, but those are kind of like my favorite that you notice right away. Hey guys, remember, coupon code 8 gets you $8 of everything right now at the Cortex Labs website. That's the Cortex stack. Cortex is down to $24 with that coupon code. The Nootropic Starter Pack, which is normally $38 right now, coupon code 8 takes that down to $30. That gets you a bottle of Cortex and Smarter, Better, Faster, which is our digital nootropics guide that teaches you how to use nootropics, perfect for new people. All of the rest of our digital guides are also $8 off using the coupon code 8. Thanks for watching. My name is Ryan Michael Ballo. For 6 years, my sole mission has been to improve the performance of my brain. This is why I created Cortex. My mission was to build a nootropic stack that gave me extreme focus, powerful motivation, and a heightened cognitive state. And after years of experimentation and a comprehensive beta testing protocol, and putting together the most powerful nootropic compounds on the planet, I found what I was looking for. What's up, everybody? Ryan Michael Balla here. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Look, we've got, as it stands, 5 primary products that I want to just explain to you. You heard us mention them during the video, so I'm going to break them down. Number 1, from left to right, the Cortex Nootropic Stack. This is a cognitive enhancement stack that you really want to take to turn the lights on. Just to give you an idea, hardcore business folks that require 18 to 20 hours of brain function, take the Cortex Stack. That's what we initially designed it for, but then like everybody in the nootropic sphere loved it. Verbal fluency, speed of processing, motivation, drive to want to work. That's what the Cortex Stack does. Moving right along, the ANIRACETAM guide there. That is called the Beginner's Guide to ANIRACETAM. Breaks down 25 powerful ANIRACETAM stacks. Shows you how to use ANIRACETAM. It's essentially the everything guide to ANIRACETAM. Long demanded. Folks asked us for it. We delivered. It is fully digital. Lots of powerful stacks. And then there's the Nootropic Stack for the business professional. That's basically 100, right around 100 powerful URIDINE, modafinil, THEACRINE, ANIRACETAM, OXIRACETAM, PHENYLPIRACETAM, ALCAR stacks for business situations, for the type of brain states that business folks need for sustained performance. Next is the Racetam God Guide. That is a high-level every Racetam guide, digital guide. We've got all the major Racetams with accompanying focus stacks and memory stacks and speed of processing stacks. In that Racetam. There's 8 major nootropic Racetams, and that guide explains all of them and accompanying stacks. Then there's the NuPep Pro Stack List. The NuPep Pro Stack List is a digital guide that explains oral, so just taking it by mouth, sublingual, taking it under the tongue, and then intranasal, spraying NuPep nasal spray in your nose, stacks. It's just a bunch of stacks, a giant stack list of NuPep stacks that are highly effective, pro-level, specific brain state inducing type of NuPep stacks. That thing has been a hit out there with the market. And then last, there's Smarter, Better, Faster. Smarter, Better, Faster is the all-around, everything nootropics digital guide. If you just want to learn everything, many Racetams, modafinil, etc., get Smarter, Better, Faster. It's like the guide you need to know if you're new to nootropics, to learn basically everything and to walk away knowing what you need to know on nootropics. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Get this stuff at livecortex.com and rock on.